Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. This is Muhammad Mois, sir, English H.O.D Hyderabad. Today I am going to describe about the poem 10th class, Or Will the Dreamer Wake? This poem is written by Medora Chevalier. She is a well-known poet. She has written the problems the animals are facing, and some of the animals, the species are going to extinct in the world if they are not protected, giving awareness how that animal should be protected. In this poem, it is going to describe. Or will the dreamer wake? The poem title is given here. The figures of speech of this poem is a rhetorical speech. This is question actually based title is given. Whether it may be possible dreamer will wake or not. That is going to describe. Especially we come to see what is happening. Many actually species in the world are ready to extinct. Some of the actually species, animals, birds already got extinct from the world. When we come to see passenger pigeons, the pigeons were actually so nice, so good. They were traveling, actually flying one actually country to other country, one continent to other continent. They were traveling on ocean. They were flying and bringing the messages to the kings. The previously passenger pigeons. The man actually killed that passenger birds for their meat. So that passengers pigeons actually disappeared from the world. Now we come to see African buffaloes. African buffaloes also actually getting extinct from the world. Joby animal, African buffalo, it weighs actually nearly 1500 kgs to 2000 kgs. That actually buffalo also killed for its meat. So why this is going on? Why the man actually killing these all actual animals, destroying the world? And global actually war is going on. Global war. It is global warming, global destroying. This is happening in the world. It is totally unfair. This is not actually welcomed. The modern man, educated man, should actually wake up from the dream. The dream means here dreamer. Will the dreamer wake? The dreamer is here present man of the world. The present man of the world. So he should actually take special care and protect the animals, save the animals, and actually give a chance to actually other generation should actually follow that. Other generation should actually see this animal and they should enjoy that also required here. Many actually elephants also killed. Actually, once actually a person traveling in the train, he happened to see that here. Hundreds of actually elephants were killed for their actually ivory and for their ivory and other actually the skin for meat. Actually, hundreds of actually elephants were killed. It is totally unfair. It was liquid up to many kilometers. The blood and the flesh was actually it was laid actually here and there. It is so bad. It is the animal should be protected. When you come to see the name of the poem should be actually given in the process. That is it. We can write it into a choreography. Firstly, come to know what is choreography. Choreography means here the dance sequence, actually the movements of the song, how that actually dancers they are doing actually means they are taking the steps and they are making the movements and body language that should be noted in the choreography. So here the choreography here only the script writing actually writing the things. Actually, for example, writing story, writing actually scene, writing actually scene between hero and heroine, writing actually the scripts for the dialogues, how that will be actually delivered, how that will be spoken in the actually films, in the actually plays. Here, the writer also here, the poetess actually here, the author, the lady here, Medora Chiviller, describing about the four directions of the world. Firstly, we come to see the east in the jungle. Actually, what happened east in the jungle? Actually, what is going on east in the jungle? What is happening? So actually, the jungle listens. The word is given here. The sentence is given. The jungle listens. How it is possible? The jungle listens this year. the sounds. Actually, that is the natural sounds in the in the forest. Actually, the animals what they do, the different sounds that could be heard by the trees and the leaves. That could be heard by actually all the actually animals in the forest. So here the totally the jungle means totally here the forest area actually included with actually animals. The jungle is the sound of the tigress. Here the tigress actually was laying and she was pregnant and she was going to give the birth to her cubs here. And here she was actually lot of she is lot of worried. She is worried a lot to give actually safety to her cubs. If the cubs are not protected, if the cubs are not protected, not saved, actually that cubs could be the last ones. And here, or will the dreamer wake or not to save these actually cubs? Because the lady was actually making the different sounds actually while before going to give the birth to the children cubs, she was making different sound. Mother's actually sound actually is very heavy. One could not. Sometimes it's unbearable when the actually tigress actually making the actually sound that will be reached to the kilometers, 3 kilometers, 5 kilometers. The sound will go. So this is the sound because the jungle is here. Now you come to know the north. The north in that what is happening, the Antarctic area and totally Iceland, totally in this place, actually white bears are here. They are happily living. But what is happening due to global warming? Actually, the white bears' life had become actually danger. They were in danger zone. Because the population is actually going to decrease, and because the ice was actually going to melt, and the glacier is actually sheets are actually falling down due to the actually global warming, and that actually population is actually getting less. So will the dreamer wake or not? Because this is the time actually that actual polar bears actually should be saved and protected, and our grandchild comes to know that actually polar bears are there, or else you would ask the question, or will the dreamer wake, because you could not see that actually polar bears. And when you come to the west actually in the direction of the west of the world, what could we see? The warble birds are there, beautiful birds are there. They would sing songs, they would actually nicely actually make the actually sounds, chirping sounds one could enjoy. Nightingale actually but also nice we happened here, and the nightingale bird was singing actually song so nicely. Actually the king was hearing the song of the bird and sleeping. So how this actually the bird sound every morning when we wake up, actually we would hear the sounds of the chirping sound, the birds actually making sound, very delicious, very beautiful, very wonderful. Actually the god has created them, and for the nature's beauty that should be noted here actually by hearing the chirping sound of the birds in the morning. But what is happening, the man is actually killing birds also, and their population also getting down. And what is happening that here, actually the birds are going to extinct from the world, and because the man is killing actually these birds for its meat, because the meat is very tasty. Actually the man is killing and shooting the birds and killing them and eating them. It is actually totally unfair. So that but birds should be protected and saved. And our grandchild, if they are not actually protected and saved, our grandchild doesn't know actually what is actually actually verbal birds. Actually, will the dreamer wake or not? Now when you come to here, actually south direction of the world, in the south direction of the world, what is that? Totally big oceans are there. Actually in this ocean, actually the great actually creature is the whale. Actually the biggest creature, the biggest animal on the land is actually elephant. The biggest actually creature in the ocean, the animal is the whale. The whale actually it is actually very strong, and it would actually move in the actually mighty ocean water here and there. Even mighty ocean water also, actually mighty ocean also gets actually shaking when the whale actually moving in the water stream. Actually see that when the actually when we see when the children see actually the flights, actually the aeroplanes are actually flying in the sky, moving in the sky, the sound actually one could enjoy, one could observe. Even children also feel happy seeing that actually this elephant, this aeroplane is actually moving, going actually in the sky, and the people are getting actually feeling happy. This is going on. But more than that, the aeroplane, the whale when it actually moves in the water stream, the sound was heavier and heaviest, and it is a thrilling sound. Actually, all thousands of millions of actually millions of actually creatures, creatures in the water, they would feel joy. They would feel that their birth is actually worth. They have the birth actually a great birth. Hearing the sound of the whale and the song of the whale and the movements of the whale when it was moving in the water, it is so welcomed, well nice. But what is happening? The man also killing the fishes, man also killing the whales, and the whale population also actually have become actually decreased, and they are ready to extinct from the world. If they are not protected, if they are not saved, they actually that actually whales also would become extinct from the world. So here the present man should actually wake up from the dream. He should save it, or else what will happen? Our grandchild doesn't know what is a whale. So this is required. We have to actually save these animals, save these birds, and we should keep actually recognition for the world, generation to generation. Actually, we have to give the protection, because according to wildlife, the animals actually conservation is actually needed. They should be protected, they should be saved. But that is why the government is taking actually special steps, and making actually places are mostly many of the places are preserved and deserved for animals, because that the wildlife actually very important. Actually, this actually animals should actually balance the nature. Here, flora and fauna very important. The animals actually give balance to the actually this forest. The forest actually is very much helpful to actually catch the rainfall patterns. Actually, in that way, the man would live happily. All living things would live happily, because actually, if they are the animals, actually animals are forever. That they should be protected, because the man, present man, what is doing by drowning himself in the water, he is waving the hand, saying that is nice, is happy. Not that is not so good. Actually, it is the duty of the every actually human being actually to actually save and protect the animals. We have to control actually the population. We have to increase the population of the animals, and we should not actually give chance to extinct actually animals from the world. Some of the animals, those who are in danger actual zone, they should be actually saved. They should be actually protected. They should be actually given actually best life to actually they actually improve actually their actually improve and increase their actually population, so one could enjoy the beauty of the nature. I hope that all of you understood better. Thank you very much, children.